Hey yo guys, Enigma here. We're 48 hours post beta, so we actually got a feel for the game. Now we can actually talk about people who should be included in the game because we actually had our hands on the game and how the gameplay is going to be. Now, I still stand that gag characters should be involved. Every gag character that was in J-Star should be added back in the game, with the inclusion of Kagura moving up to the main roster. Now, when we talk about sports characters this time, I don't see any kind of inclusion into the main roster. The game moves at a certain pace. We already see it firsthand, and some of us had hands-on experience. If you wasn't fortunate enough to play the beta, I'm sorry. I have plenty of gameplay footage, guys. You can come check out my channel. But that's a different story. Let's talk about sports anime. Let's talk about sports manga. When I say sports manga to you, there's about 3 names that come to your head that you automatically think of, especially if you're from this generation. You're thinking of Kuroko, you're thinking of Haku, and maybe Prince of Tennis. Okay? I'm just going to throw that out there, Prince of Tennis. Very popular. So, do you see yourself picking Kuroko to face off against Goku? No. And there's no support characters. Therefore, that ruins everything for the sports anime. Now, I would just put the sports manga characters into the story mode. Maybe a cameo appearance in New York City, in maybe Japan, maybe Hong Kong, wherever these new stages may be. But there's no way that you can see yourself selecting Kuroko to go against anybody. It doesn't make any sense. As a support character, it made a lot of sense. Now, don't get me wrong, there are 3 people, 3 on my list that I definitely be like, you know what, I wouldn't mind putting them in there. It would be sneaky, but if they don't put them in there, it's fine. It would be good to put them in there, but then we're going to cry about them taking somebody's spot, whatever. But there's 3 names on my list that I'm saying, you know what, go ahead and give them the pass. They can go ahead and get in the game. Okay. At number 3, I'm going with Tyson from Roku Denshi Blues. Okay, so now that, see, I watched the OVA. I didn't really read the manga. It's so old. The OVA is so old too, but I've seen the OVA before. It's one of them tough guy animes. Kind of like when you think of Momotaro, you think of Tyson that way. Tyson Mita is a delinquent from a high school, but he joins a boxing club. So I'm gonna take a cop out and say that's a sport, even though it's a more of a delinquent style shonen manga, but it has boxing involved. If you add him to the list, we're looking at a character that could be somewhat like Diego from Dead or Alive 6, that kind of street brawler, maybe a little Mac from Smash. We can have this character do some dynamic things. Obviously, realistically, it makes no sense to have him face off against somebody like Vegeta or Kenshin if he ever gets announced. But still, it'll be kind of fun, and it's a nod to the sports manga genre. So I think Tyson being included would be nice too. Now, guys, every manga I'm mentioning now, I'll send you a link to maybe a wiki page. Maybe you guys can brush up on your reading or the history on these characters. Number 2, I'm going with Hinomaru Sumo. That's the new sumo anime that's out now. Now, I haven't really watched it, but I know about the manga. Now, having Ushio in the game, that's another type of sports character. Yeah, he's a sumo wrestler. Yeah, he's a grappler. We don't have a grappler character. I think that would be awesome to add a grappler character, because when I was playing the beta, grabbing people with Blackbeard was cool. Grabbing people with Seiya was awesome. Even like Toguro grabs was swift. Like, it's just swift. So like actually having a character that has the inputs to be grappling would just be a plus to me. Now, I think everybody who's not, I didn't name, like Kuroko and Hinata and all them people from the sports mangas, I'm sorry, but there's no way you're gonna put them in the game as a fighter. Put them in the story. I don't care if Blackbeard comes and attack a town and blows up a cafe and they're in there eating lunch. Whatever. Whatever may be the case, there's no way you're gonna put anybody from there. Nobody from Slam Dunk, nobody from tennis, nothing. It makes no sense. And I'm gonna close this off with my number one pick, and you guys already guessed it. There's no way you didn't think of this, but Kinnikuman. There's no reason for Kinnikuman to not be in this game. His manga was super popular. If you look up like the top 10 grossing revenue mangas of all time and Shonen Jump, he's one of them. He's one of them. So having Kinnikuman in the game is great because you actually have a dynamic grappler who's actually a alien basically from the planet of Muscle. So it's like, why not put him in the game? I think adding Kinnikuman, Ushio, and Tyson would just flesh out the roster. I know it's so left field, guys. That's why it's one of my analysis videos. But it's not impossible. I think including these people would give younger audience the notion, oh, you know what? Let me go read about this. Well, who's this guy? Wow, I'm not saying give them a whole full-out trailer, but I'm thinking including these three is giving respect to people like iShield 21 and Kuroku, you know. So I think those three are my pick. If you were going to go out of your way to add the sports genre, them three right there makes the list for me. Yes, Tyson is a shot in the dark, but I think we have a street brawler type character to be tussling with Yusuke. It's just going to be awesome. But anyway, guys, if you like this video, drop a like, a share, comment, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Got new videos coming out soon. And also, guys, show the other videos some love. My gameplay videos, there's some good action with my Togoro first win. It's all in the description, guys. I'll check you guys later. Thanks.